They say the neon lights are bright on Broadway, but the Broadway Music Lovers Club, they got some brightness here with Elise Kaplan Center. Thank you for joining us, as always.
Thank you for having me again.
A bright smile,
Thank you.
lighten up our city of lights. So tell me about what you have going on. You're going to see a musical, and then you're staging one as well.
Yes.
You have a lot of things happening.
A lot of things are happening.
You're a very busy lady.
So we're kind of resting and regrouping in April and May.
April and May is kind of, you guys are taking a little time off from the workshops you guys usually do.
Exactly. We're just kind of saying, hey, instead of doing it in the summer, which a lot of groups do, we're going to do it now, and then come June we're smacked back in because The Sound of Music is coming to Segerstrom.
Right.
And so I decided to go with a friend initially, and I was like, you know what? Let's have the Broadway Music Lovers Club maybe open that opportunity to people who want to go. And then I'm going to actually present in the workshop on June 2nd, The Sound of Music, the creation of it, about who composed it, the history, the movie, the musical, all that kind of stuff.
Now, Sound of Music is an old musical. It's been around for a while. What is it about some musicals that they keep coming back? They keep another staging, another revival, that kind of thing. What is it about some of them that people are just drawn back to again and again?
Julie Andrews on the top of a mountain, swinging around, singing "The Hills Are Alive." I mean, honestly, it's the opening of the movie, that music, that crescendo, and also, who didn't want to see, 7 great adorable children singing that cute little song and 2 people falling in love the way they did, because it's always love. We've gone back to that before.
Yeah.
Broadway musicals, there's some kind of love story in there.
That is one of those themes. So you feel like it just resonates, even though it's set back in obviously the World War II and that kind of thing, but there are things that just resonate with people today, right? Like you say, love
100%,
and that feeling of life and being alive and that kind of thing.
And history. So many of us, especially in our age group and older, we either experienced war or our grandparents experienced war, and we know their stories, and some of them are similar to what this family went through. But it's very fairy tale. There's you feel like you're experiencing a prince and a princess, falling in love.
Now the next thing you guys are doing, you're going to have the Broadway music concert coming up, and you've kind of grabbed a little piece of everything from a lot of really popular plays and popular musicals. So tell me a little bit about what's going on there.
So along with being the co-president of the Broadway Music Lovers Club, I'm also now on the board of directors of the Old Pros.
You're doing it all.
And I'm also there. I'm the musical director for the Old Pros, and so I do all the music for both.
Right.
So I decided a couple of months ago with my team, we've got a great team of 5 people, writers, another wonderful assistant director, Robin LaValle, and Linda Lawson is our producer, to do a Broadway concert, because everybody loves Broadway. So we just cast it a couple weeks ago. I began rehearsals in my studio. We've got 3 men, we've got 6 women, and they're going to bang it out from, right now, 23 songs from different shows.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, usually with a musical song, there's also dance numbers and that kind of thing. Are you guys going to try to incorporate a little bit of that as well, or is it just going to be kind of hitting the high notes of the song?
We're going to move well.
Move with purpose.
Yeah, one of the assistant director's other name is the movement coordinator. Because we don't want to, the stage is at Clubhouse 7, there's carpet, so you can't really, but I actually happen to have a little tap dance stage, but there'll be a lot of movement. It's going to be mostly in concert style, just getting up there, belting it out, singing it out. 1 or 2 of our actors, they want a music stand, that's fine. And we've brought in a lot of new people, so we're excited about that.
Okay, yeah, because that's a young man's game or a young person's game to be able to really do all that cardio, dancing around, and really belting out a song. So I get why it's like, okay, we're going to back off of that concept a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Now, what does it take to put on something like this? I mean, you guys you're doing sets. You probably have people probably need musicians. People need lighting. A lot that's going into it, right?
So we have a team of everybody. We're actually looking for some additional stage managers, stage hands, people to be backstage, maybe to help with costumes, that kind of thing. But it's pretty much me right now. So if you're out there and you play a flute or a sax, we're looking for you.
Okay.
So I am looking for additional musicians. I'd like to buff it up a little bit. I mean, I'm a concert pianist, so I can do the whole show myself. I don't want to.
Right.
Maybe a drummer,
Well, everything adds a little bit of something bigger. And for Broadway musicals, you want to have that big musical number. You don't want just only a piano. Not to say that you wouldn't be great, but...
Well, yeah, chorus line, right? But I do want more musicians. And it's also better for everyone, too, because it's fuller. And, our performers are working hard already. I've assigned certain songs to people. They know what they're going to be doing, and our first rehearsal is May 5th. So I'll have a little more to say next, time.
Now, do you guys ever put a little bit of a twist or a little bit of your own interpretation on some of this music too? Because people are very familiar with this is where they hit the high note. And
Absolutely.
That kind of thing. Okay.
So I chose one song from a Broadway show that's usually sung just by one woman. But in this show, it's going to be sung by 4 or 5 women. I'm not going to tell you which show, but it's a very famous show starring Ben Vereen.
Oh.
So if you're out there and you know who Ben Vereen is, think about Broadway in the 1970s. So I'm really trying to take a little bit from different periods of time. So it's not just 60s, just 90s, just current. So it's a real, very extensive genre of music.
Yeah. Okay. So it's okay. No, the people have to guess, figure that one out. But it's taking a little risk there. 4 people singing that song. A little bit of blasphemy in the musical world. Do you enjoy doing that though? Do you enjoy kind of saying how can we make this cohesive and kind of like flow as its own show? Because you're picking out, like I said, a lot of things from different things that don't really have context together.
So that's a very good question, because really a song comes from the writing, from the words. So when I teach someone how to sing a song, I actually tell them to look at the words and look at it as a poem, as a story. And they need to kind of let it sink in first, even before they learn the music. So that's how I do it. And also there's a little acting. They'll get a little bit of everything when they work with me. Some acting lessons, some vocal technique, how to breathe, how not to lose your voice, how to keep your voice, your body strength, core, torso, all those important things that are skills that maybe somebody that's never taken a voice lesson before, they don't know that. So they'll get to learn that. We have at least 4 new people that are from the village and a couple outside, so they're going to get a lot of new stuff.
Yeah, and there's context to some of these songs. I mean, sometimes it's the character's revealing something they haven't even stated previously. So there's something going on in the play that this is a big part of the play. It moves the plot forward, but it's contained within the song.
Well, I'll tell you, we're also going to have a narrator. So before every song, there'll be somebody
kind of setting it up a little bit,
setting the stage, talking about what year it was written, a little bit about maybe whatever, and telling about the song and setting it up, and then that performer or performers will come out and sing it out.
Okay, that makes sense. That helps give the people context who maybe haven't seen whatever that might have been. Okay, tell us when, where, all the dates, what's going on.
Okay, so we're really excited because the Old Pros is now doing daytime shows in addition. So we've got Wednesday evening, July 22nd at 6:30 p.m. The doors open, Clubhouse 7, and the show's at 7 p.m. Then we've got another show Monday, August 17th at 2:30 p.m., and that's also Clubhouse 7. And then our third performance during the day is going to be at 2:30 p.m. in Dining Room Number 1 at the Performing Arts Center, and that's going to be for our Broadway Music Lovers Club holiday event. So it's a potluck, and we're going to have some fun, and that will be our third performance and our closer.
Yeah, it always never made sense to me. You guys would do all this stuff and only have a one night only kind of things. Like that's a lot of work.
Absolutely.
So it's great that you guys are spreading the joy, moving around a little bit.
Yes, I'm happy to be on the board. I work with a bunch of great people on the Old Pros. We discuss things, and I said to them, hey, there's some people that don't want to come out at night, and they like to come during daytime. So we have all decided together. We're very excited about this.
Sounds fantastic. I think it'll be great for everybody. Thank you very much for coming in, Broadway Music Lovers Club, folks, and make sure you get out there in July for the first of the performances. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much, Michael.
Bree's going to be right back with, I forget, but she's going to be here. Oh no, it's the Boomers. The Boomers. I got to come to rehearsals. We'll be right back.